Assalamualaikum. We are from BA4C and will present about the topic of recruitment in Cisco. Before that, let's start with the definition of recruitment. Recruitment is the process of finding and hiring the best qualified candidate from within or outside of an organization for a job opening in a timely and cost-effective manner. For your information, Cisco is claimed to be an affirmative action and equal opportunity employer where all qualified applicants will receive consideration for employment without regard to race, color, religion, gender, sexual orientation, national origin, genetic information, age, disability, veteran status, or any other legally protected basis. The Cisco Systems recruiting machine, established by Michael McNeil, were recognized by a panel of recruiting industry thought leaders when they received the prestigious 2005 ERE Excellence Award for the most innovative and effective recruiting process. Who should do the recruitment? The recruitment process is difficult and management of the recruitment process needs a clear definition of the unique roles and responsibilities. The recruitment process has many players and employees have to understand their responsibilities and their decision possibilities. However, Cisco has their own recruitment team consists of human resource recruiter, human resource business partner, and hiring manager. The human resource recruiter plays the most prominent role in the recruitment process. The human resource recruiter is responsible for the selection of the right recruitment resources, while the human resource business partner and the hiring manager are the clients of the human resource recruiter. They are the clients, but they have their responsibilities. Their role is in a clear definition of the job vacancy and the description of the ideal profile. They have to cooperate closely with the human resource recruiter and they have to interview the delivered job candidates promptly. It is their role and responsibility. Next is recruitment process. A recruitment process is an organization-specific model of how the sourcing of new employees is undertaken. Typically, the ownership of the recruitment process resides within the human resources function, although again this may differ depending on the specific organizational structure. A recruitment process can be broken down into respective parts, whilst the naming and exact process steps are unique to an organization. A typical recruiting process may commence with the identification of a vacancy, then the preparation of a job description, database sourcing, role marketing, response management, shortlisting, interviews, reference checking, and selection. For Cisco, they have six steps in the recruitment process. First is applying. The recruiting process starts with your application. You will receive an email confirmation if you successfully apply for the position. Your resume and profile can now be viewed for consideration by the recruitment team. You need to browse the website and open the through the open positions, and when you're ready, you just need to click apply and complete the entire profile process. The second step is selection. The recruitment team will reach out to applicants if there is a current match for the position. You can always log in to your profile to view the positions for which you have applied. Next is interviewing. There are several types of interviews being conducted which are on-site and off-site interview. For on-site interview, arrive 15 minutes early to allow enough time to register as a visitor. For online and phone interviews, test your Cisco WebEx connection prior to your scheduled interview time. Next steps is feedback. Feedback is a final decision which are a collaborative effort based upon interview team feedback. There may be a slight delay in receiving feedback depending on the number of candidates being considered. Prior to an offer, a background check will be conducted. After this stage, you will be contacted by a recruiter regarding to the next steps, which is offer. Offer is to start the offer process. The recruitment team will call you with the offer details and next steps. You will need to formally accept the offer according to your country's regulation. And last step is joining the Cisco, which is it will have the employee orientation and onboarding. Next is strategic of recruiting. Before that, you need to know what is strategic recruitment. Strategic recruitment means identifying the real recruitment needs of your organization and fulfilling those needs. The organizational needs are tied to the overall strategic business plan. However, for IT companies like Cisco, they introduce e-recruitment as a strategic tool in with the vision set by the companies. E-recruitment is an online job application and processing system for employees to advertise their job openings and for candidates to submit their applicants via the internet. The advantages of the e-recruitment is they are faster and more cheaper than many other traditional methods of hiring. As a result of e-recruitment, their website hits 500,000 hits per month in the late of 1999 and approximately between 8,000 people a year was hiring by Cisco. It can even speed up the hiring process such as faster posting job, faster receive the resumes and faster receive applicant response.
Assalamualaikum. Today I would like to present about recruitment methods. Okay. At Cisco, okay. Cisco enables people to make powerful connection, whether in education, business, philanthropy, or creativity. Cisco is under computer network industry and it is a public company. It have almost 10,000 employees around the world, including United States, Kenya, Australia, China, and also Malaysia, and other 60 countries. That Cisco show us they are using two recruitment methods, including internal and external recruitment method. Under internal recruitment method, there are 7 types, which is job posting, job bidding, succession planning, HRIS, promotion, employee referrals, and transfer. But they are only using 5 of it. The first one is job posting, a process of informing internal employee that job opening exists. Cisco hiring managers consider internal candidate for most jobs. Then they are using job bidding, a technique that allow internal employee who believe they possess for the required qualification to apply for the posted job. For example, Cisco asks the employee to complete a career profile, and a Cisco recruiter will contact the employee when a good match available. Then they are using a HRIS, which is a human resource information system. That is a data bank that contains the work history and qualification of existing employee to fill in the vacancy. As we know that Cisco is a computer network internet network industry, thus they have their own system. So they may content their employee work history and qualification to make a promotion for their employee and so on. Or the fourth one is a promotion, which is involve movement of employee from low level position to a higher level position. Cisco practice this method in order to rotate the job and offer to build a new experience or new skill. Okay. And the fifth one is the transfer. As we know that a Cisco system is a worldwide organization, thus it do transfer within those country. It might be the relocate the employee with similar job duties or responsibility. There are some advantage of using this internal recruitment method, such as save costs in terms of training and development, because there might be the current employee have that knowledge or the ability and also the skill to work or to perform that work. Then they improve the employee motivation and performance, because they might be, if they have already been promoted, so it improves employee motivation to work better. And then they fulfill career development goals, as Cisco already mentioned on their website that they want to develop, their employee to fulfill their career development goals. And then the fourth advantage is familiar with organization culture, as the internal employee has already worked for the organization, which is a Cisco system. Thus it will be familiar for them to work with with the organization. And also the lastly is a reward past performance and encourage to continue. Employee cloning will be more, because they know outsider from the organization. Then it will lack of knowledge, skills and abilities needed to perform higher level job, because they are only using the internal employee, which might be not well known about the responsibility or the job duties, so it might be lack of knowledge. Then it might be lack of a new ideas, because might be the current employee that been promoted have no idea about the job duties or the responsibility in order to perform that job. Then it is bias and discrimination, because it might be that they have their own friend to be promoted, so it might be bias and discrimination. And lastly, disadvantage is unqualified candidates, because in order to save costs, there might be the candidate is not qualified to do the jobs. I will continue about the external recruitment method. There have 9 types, which is including advertisement, employment agencies, recruiters, job fairs, online recruitment, work-in applicants, professional association, executive search firm, internship, that also known as a practical training. But a Cisco system only use 7 out of it, which is the first one is an advertisement. Advertisement is a way of communicating the employment needs through media such as radio, newspaper or television. As you see in your slide, I already provide that advertisement in the newspaper. while the second one is an employment agency. It's an organization that helps firms recruit employees and at the same time assist individuals in the attempt to locate jobs. For Malaysia, the most well-known employment agency is jobstreet.com, which is an organization that helps people in Malaysia to locate the jobs and help the firms or organizations to recruit employees. While the third one is recruiters. Recruiters is a recruiting method that performed by a human resource generalist or headhunter. For instance, Cisco have a recruiters that will reach out to applicant if there is a current match for the position. While walk-in applicant is the fifth type that Cisco using, which is since Cisco has a reputation of being good place to work, thus it may able to attract good prospective employee to personally go to the company office without expensive recruitment efforts. And the sixth one is a internship, which is a special form of recruiting a student in a temporary job with no obligation. As you see in your slide, I already put a picture, which is how Cisco system attract student to work with them, which is they provide what type of job and what type of job, and then their location. Thus, the location shows us that they are worldwide, which is including more than one country, including Malaysia too. While then is a professional applicant. Professional applicant is an association in many business profession provide recruitment and placement service for their members. Under Cisco system, there are some of a professional certificate that be accepted by them, including CCDP, CCNP, CCDP on data center, CCNP on security, CCNP on service provider, and so on. This certificate will give an advantage to the applicants to apply for the job in a Cisco system. While then they are also using an online recruitment. An online recruitment is a recruitment method that is conducted online through internet. Cisco use weblogs, corporate career websites, and social network recruiting to recruit a new employee. As you can see on your slide, there are some examples of weblogs or blogs or corporate career website, which is jobstreet.com, and also social network, which is they are using YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter to attract new employee or to post a new job available to their internet employee. Thus, by using this external recruitment method, there are some advantage and disadvantage. Okay, one of the advantage is new ideas and expertise, because external recruitment method might help them to find an employee that have a new idea or new expertise to perform the job duties and responsibilities. and also it will lack of internal breathing or cloning. Then it will various sources available in the organization. Also, it is wider choices of applicants and cheaper than training less skilled worker within the organization. While the disadvantage is a time-consuming, high-cost in terms of training and development and recruitment method and recruitment process. For the third disadvantage is a high rate turnover, where they, if they are using internal employee, then these chances of high rate turnover might be decreased because they already know or follow the organization, but it might be different to the new employee because the high rate turnover might be higher because if there is some problem in the organization, they don't know they don't know, or they might they might stop to work at the organization. And also cultural belief and value differences. Since the new employee don't know about the organization cultural belief and value, so it might be different to the new employee and the organization or the internal employee. And lastly, it may not select someone who fits with the organizations, because they find the external recruitment method. If Cisco use system using online recruitment method, so they don't know how is the new employee behavior, attitude. So it might be someone who is not fit with the organization.
Now I will explain about what are the alternative equipment used by Cisco, and do Cisco use the global market in order to recruit their employee. Before I proceed to the next slide, I will tell you about the global market recruitment. Global market recruitment means that the company recruit their employee from the different country in order to gain some advantages, such as develop better products via a global workforce, and also to attract the best talent whenever it may be. Okay, back to our question. Do Cisco use global recruitment? My answer is yes, as they had recruited different people from different countries such as Malaysia, Kenya, Australia and others. In the slideshow, I had include their story about their position and how all these people are being recruited in Cisco. I will proceed to the next slide, which is the alternative to recruitment. As we all know, and as we had learned in the class, we all know that they have 7 alternatives to recruitment, such as outsourcing contingent workers, new technology, student attachment, overtime, recognize and schedule the work, and also the employee leasing. And Cisco had used one of these alternative to recruitment, which is the student attachment. Student attachment means that it using practical student to overcome excess on work volume. Students that during their practical to complete their course can help the excess of work volume, and the course is effective as only allowance basis on work days provided, but it's not suitable to be used as a long-term solution. For example, in Cisco, they had provide the internship for the student and also the jobs for new graduated student, such as the internship engineering jobs, internship serving and consulting jobs, and also the internship for sales and marketing jobs. Okay, now I will explain about the recruitment issue. As we all had learned in the class about the recruitment issue, there have 7 types of recruitment issues, such as recruitment and developing women, eliminating women's barriers to advancement, the glass ceiling, recruitment of minorities, recruitment of the disabled, recruitment of older people, and dual career partnership. And as we study about the recruitment in Cisco, they do not have any recruitment issue, as they recruit anyone with specific qualification, whether the person is a male, female, or disabled people. For example, they had recruited Nuraf Gula, which had a problem with her visual, as a trainer in Cisco, where she teach the trainee or the internship student in order to be one of the staff in Cisco. And Maria as the consulting system engineer in Cisco. And in the slideshow, I have provided with the story about all these people and how they managed to be one of the staff in Cisco. That's all. Thank you.
Conclusion. After I gone through the Cisco system mostly use an external recruitment method, which is online recruitment method, because they have their own website, which is www.cisco.com.my. For that one is for Malaysia. So there's a simple or easier way to attract more employees to come to the organization. So for me, I will also suggest the online recruitment, since nowadays online recruitment can be easier or simple way, because there's no need to pay another cost to recruit, such as for the advertisement. So online recruitment can be also attract employee from other countries.